Welcome to Historic Coin, the channel where coins don't just jingle in your pocket. They whisper the untold stories of empires, heritage, and hidden value. Today we're diving into a coin that you may have overlooked, tossed aside, or seen lying in an old jar, the 1987 British 2-pence coin. But this isn't just a piece of copper-plated steel. It's a tiny time capsule from the late 20th century, reflecting both monarchy and manufacturing, tradition and transition. In today's episode, we'll uncover everything: the design, the minting, the symbolism, its value today, and why collectors are still fascinated by it. If you've ever wondered how a simple coin can hold a nation's identity or surprise you with its unexpected quirks, then stay tuned. Because once we begin this journey, you won't want to miss a single second. And trust me, by the time we reach the end, you'll never look at pocket change the same way again. Historical background of the British 2-pence coin. The British decimal 2-pence coin, introduced in 1971 as part of the UK's decimalisation, marked a significant shift in the nation's currency system. The 2-pence coin was one of the smaller denominations released during this overhaul, designed to simplify calculations and bring British currency in line with international standards. Prior to 1971, the UK used a complex system of pounds, shillings, and pence, which confused both locals and foreigners alike. By the time the 1987 version of the coin was minted, the design had already become familiar across the UK. However, the 1987 issue held its own charm. It arrived during Margaret Thatcher's time as Prime Minister and Queen Elizabeth II's iconic reign, both of which subtly influenced national identity and symbols. This small copper coin quietly witnessed great socio-economic changes, and even though it seems ordinary, it remains a meaningful piece of British numismatic history. Obverse design, Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. The obverse side of the 1987 2-pence coin features the right-facing portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. This particular portrait was created by renowned sculptor Raphael Makhlouf and was used on British coins from 1985 to 1997. The design shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, complete with intricate detailing that includes diamonds and pearls. Around the portrait, the inscription reads, Elizabeth II, de Gregef de 1987, which stands for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, or By the Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The lettering is crisp, elegant, and well-spaced, reflecting the royal dignity associated with the coin. The craftsmanship in this side of the coin is remarkable, with lifelike facial contours and sharp engraving, even though it was struck for general circulation. It's a strong reminder of the monarch's omnipresence in British daily life, even in something as small as spare change. Reverse design. The badge of the Prince of Wales. The reverse side of the coin showcases the badge of the Prince of Wales, a design that includes 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Below it is a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich diene, which translates to, I serve. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales since the 14th century and remains a strong symbol of royal duty and service. Above the feathers is the denomination 2, and encircling the design are the words 2-pence. This artwork was designed by Christopher Ironside, a talented artist responsible for many British coin designs during the decimal transition. The reverse is both elegant and symbolic, expressing a subtle blend of nobility, duty, and national pride. In the 1987 edition, the details are especially sharp and well preserved in most circulated examples. This design tells more than just monetary value. It speaks of history, royalty, and national tradition embedded in every curve. Metal composition and weight. The 1987 2-pence coin was made from bronze, which consists primarily of copper, 97%, with small amounts of tin and zinc. This composition gives the coin its signature reddish-brown color and provides reasonable durability. It weighs approximately 7.12 grams and has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters, making it one of the more substantial lower-value coins in the British decimal system. Though heavier than most modern coins of similar value, this weight was intentional. It signified worth and value through touch and feel. Holding it in your hand, you can sense the substance that reflects a time when coins were made to last decades. In later years, the Royal Mint would change the composition of the 2 pence to copper-plated steel due to rising copper prices, but the 1987 edition still retained its classic bronze formula. For collectors, this original metal blend adds value and historical integrity. Edge and finish. A smooth statement. Unlike many high-denomination or commemorative coins, the 2 pence coin features a smooth edge with no reading or lettering. This design choice not only makes it easy to distinguish from other denominations by touch, but also highlights the practical role of the coin in everyday life. The lack of ornamentation doesn't take away from its appeal. Rather, it represents simplicity and utility. The finish of the 1987 coin, particularly when freshly minted, had a glossy shine, though this often dulled over time with circulation. Still, well-preserved examples often retain some of that original luster, especially when stored in dry, cool environments. The smooth edge allows the focus to remain on the coin's symbolic design elements and royal inscriptions, making it more than just a monetary unit. It becomes a quiet ambassador of British identity, wrapped in bronze. Minting and circulation figures. In 1987, the Royal Mint produced millions of 2 pence coins for general circulation. While the exact mintage figures reach over 200 million, finding one in pristine condition today is more difficult than you might think. Most coins from this year went into daily use, handling everything from bus fares to market purchases, and naturally incurred wear and tear. The Royal Mint's precision ensures that every coin struck met high standards. But as with most circulated coins, very few survived without scratches, edge nicks, or dulling. Collectors often seek coins in mint state, graded MS 60 and above, which are usually sourced from uncirculated sets or rolls that were preserved rather than spent. Despite the large mintage, the historical importance and timeless design of the 1987 edition keep it in steady demand among collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Collector value and market price. Today, so what is the 1987 2 pence coin worth today? In circulated condition, the coin typically holds a value of around its face, 2 pence. However, in uncirculated or proof condition, especially if it's part of a Royal Mint set, it can fetch anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds, depending on quality. Rare error versions, such as off-center strikes or planchet flaws, have been known to sell for much more, sometimes into the tens of pounds. For collectors, sentimental and historical value often outweighs face value, and the 1987 coin's connection to a stable period of the British monarchy adds to its desirability. Online marketplaces like eBay and collector forums regularly list these coins, and while they are not exceedingly rare, high-grade specimens are always sought after. The value is also influenced by demand, and as more collectors focus on complete year sets, the 1987 coin becomes a necessary piece of the puzzle. Errors and misprints. The unexpected treasures. Occasionally, coins from the 1987 2 pence batch were struck with errors, and these variations are highly coveted among collectors. Examples include double striking, die cracks, or misaligned images. Though not officially documented in large numbers, such errors still surface now and then in private collections or auction lots. One particularly interesting variant is where the inscription or image appears faint due to a weak strike. Another is where the die used might have been slightly damaged, causing ghost images or blurring. These flawed coins often spark intrigue because they represent manufacturing anomalies that slip through the Royal Mint's stringent quality control. If you happen to own a 1987 2-pence coin that looks unusual or off, it's worth having it professionally evaluated. Sometimes, these imperfections can turn a 2-pence coin into a 50-pound collector's gem. Cultural relevance and use in British society. For many British citizens, the 2-pence coin holds nostalgic value. It's commonly associated with childhood memories of buying sweets, using public phones, or playing in penny arcades. The sound of dropping 2-pence coins into old slot machines or coin pushers is a sensory memory that evokes the joy of simple pleasures. It's also a favorite for school coin collections and introductory lessons about currency. Despite being of low denomination, its presence in everyday life helped it become one of the most recognizable coins of its time. Though modern digital payments are phasing out smaller coins, the 2-pence remains legal tender and still has a place in shops and vending machines. Its continued relevance highlights how even the most humble coins can persist across generations as symbols of shared national experiences. Comparison with modern 2-pence coins. Modern 2-pence coins differ significantly from their 1987 predecessor in both material and appearance. Since 1992, the Royal Mint began producing 2-pence coins from copper-plated steel instead of bronze to reduce costs. This change made the coin magnetic and slightly different in color over time. While the general design remained the same, the shift in material affected both weight and tone. When comparing the two, the 1987 version feels heavier, warmer in hue, and more premium. The tactile difference is noticeable even to non-collectors. Modern coins often lose their shine faster and are more prone to rusting if exposed to moisture. Collectors and numismatists often prefer the pre-1992 coins, particularly the 1987 edition, because of its metal composition and stronger historical ties to the original decimalization movement. Preservation tips for long-term storage. If you own a 1987 2-pence coin and wish to preserve its condition, proper storage is essential. Always avoid handling the coin with bare hands. Use cotton gloves to prevent oils and dirt from damaging the surface. Keep the coin in acid-free holders or coin flips, preferably stored in a cool, dry environment away from direct sunlight. Humidity is a silent enemy. It can accelerate corrosion, especially on bronze coins. For serious collectors, airtight capsules and desiccant packs are recommended for long-term storage. Regularly check the coin for any signs of tarnish or spotting, and never attempt to clean it with household chemicals, as this can damage the patina and reduce value. With the right care, your 1987 coin can remain a shining piece of British history for generations to come. In the grand world of numismatics, not all treasures are golden or encrusted with jewels. Sometimes the most compelling stories are found in the most common places, like a 1987 British 2-pence coin. From its royal portrait to its princely emblem, from its sturdy bronze build to the hands it passed through, this coin is a bridge between generations. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a history lover, or simply someone curious about what lies in your change jar, the 1987 2-pence coin offers a world of discovery. And here on Historic Coin, we believe every coin has a voice. Thank you for letting us bring this one to life. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore our other episodes, where we uncover the hidden stories of coins from around the globe.